Hey guys, Jonathan here, and today we're taking a look at something very rare that I had brought in from Europe. Now, it's only rare for those of us here outside of Europe, but this is a Lego Batman magazine with a very cool Superman tin up front. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the whole magazine. I don't think I've ever done one of these videos, like reading one of the European magazines, so this is a great way to see something from another part of the world that we don't get here in the US, and of course, check out this exclusive Superman tin, so let's get to it. So here is the magazine. These are released monthly in Europe, and they always come with some sort of exclusive minifigure, but this is the first one to come with an exclusive Lego Superman tin, and as you can see, it looks like there's another version of this tin box. I don't know if this one is actually out yet though, but there's posters inside and all that cool stuff. But let's start with the tin. I'm going to use scissors to remove it. And as you can see, we've got like the Superman face on the back, the Lego logo. So once the cover tape is removed, there's actually tape on the sides holding the tin itself closed. And we can open it up to see that there are Superman pieces inside. The minifig is the same one from the Superman mech set from earlier this year. Of course, this time, though, he has the rubber cape, which is quite cool. You know, this is probably the least expensive way to get the rubber cape, at least if you're in Europe, because as you can see, the price here is £6.99 pounds in the UK, but of course here in the US adjusted, that's probably closer to like $10, and that's not to account for the fact that I had to have this shipped in from Europe, so this was way more expensive than 10 bucks. That being said, when we open it up, you can see we've got an advertisement for the Ninjago version of the same magazine. We've got a, kind of table of contents here, if you will, and telling us all about Superman's powers. As we flip the page, we've got an entire page here all about Superman, and you'll see that there are some games throughout. Of course, if you want to pause and read the comic as we go through, you certainly can do that. But these Lego comics are always a lot of fun. Of course, we've got the newer version of Batman there, it appears, but the older version of Commissioner Gordon for the artwork there. That actually might be the older version of Batman. It might not be the new one for 2025. But regardless, looks like we've got a coloring page here with all of the Bat villains. Thankfully, it looks like every villain there has been made in Lego form. Joker, Ivy, Catwoman, Riddler, the whole thing there. So let's see, as we turn the page, wow, this is a pretty big comic. Batman and Superman versus the Joker and Harley Quinn now. Of course, like I said, you could go ahead and pause at any point if you want to read the comic. So as we turn the page here, wow, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Of course, we see Crypto here. He hasn't been in a set in like 100 years, so it's nice to see him referenced in this magazine. Wow, lots of old sets referenced here too. Like, this is the flyer pod from the Bat truck, Shazam, wow, the vehicle from the Batcave, the old version of Batwoman. Actually, a lot of stuff here from the Batcave set. That's so fascinating. It is interesting, like, what things they choose to reference or not. Looks like the oldest set referenced here might be like 2019 or so, which again is pretty fascinating. Now, as we get here, we've got another game here. Of course, this is just a yes or no check game, and we have a poster here where you can see it's Batman on one side and Superman on the inside. Very reminiscent of the new movie with like the Luthor Corps L up there, the Daily Planet. I thought I'd take a little break here to show you some of the other magazines I have. Now, granted, I probably have more than 30 or 40 of these, and these are all from previous months and things like that, but all of them are kind of similar in that, they've got comics and activities. Some of them even have trading cards that are exclusive to that magazine. So there's a lot to unpack and uncover if I go back and make more videos like this, but I just wanted to show you some of the other magazines that, we could go through. If you're interested, let me know down in the comments if you'd want to see more of the DC ones, the Marvel ones, or whatever. But like I said, I have tons and tons of these I would love to go through with you guys. So just let me know if that'd be something you're interested in, and in the meantime, we'll get back to the main video. As we move the page here, you can see we've got a really fun little maze here with Killer Croc in the sewer. Got to avoid the bombs and spiders. That's a lot of fun, actually. Wow, Jessica Cruz reference. That's cool. Wonder why they didn't put the Flash's helmet there. But as you can see, you could even use Lego pieces for this if you wanted to play this game here. Of course, again, you could pause it and check that out. The comet picks up, and now we've got the Riddler on the scene. It's the old version of the Riddler. Wow, Bane and Lex Luthor. It's like every 5 seconds these guys are running into more villains. That's crazy. Looks like Bane and Lex Luthor are the big bads. And, of course, Batman and Superman win in the end. Who would have guessed? Got some more games toward the back here. Got the old version of Poison Ivy. Wow, Firefly, Killer Moth. So much good stuff. Got one more comic here. Kind of random. The Henchman's Big Day. Got a Riddler maze again. And we get to the last page where we see next month's will be the Joker with a little Joker clown mech. Kind of interesting. Mean robot, as it were. And we also have some postcards. I'm a big postcard collector, so that's pretty cool. But, of course, you could take a pair of these and cut those out. And we've got Meet Me in Metropolis. Always come prepared. Dinner is served. And grumpy greetings from Gotham City. And on the back, you literally could use these as actual postcards, which is pretty fascinating. But there's our whole DC magazine for this month. I love this Superman tin. I think it is so cool. This is the main reason I wanted it, of course, to get that kind of exclusive minifig, if you will. And, of course, the exclusive Lego Superman tin, which is the best part in my opinion. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. So be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.